Okay, so it's your boy ChanceJolivette, aka Smooth, back with another video. So tonight we bring you a review. The Batman. It is finally dropped. They worked on this movie like 20 years, and they finally dropped it after all the pushbacks and stuff. Is it worth it? Was it worth the long wait? Did they do they thing with it?
This Batman was kind of what we've been wanting for a long time with Batman, as far as for being the Dark Knight detective. Seeing him be sacrificial toward the city, things like that. You know, it's a mixture of so many books. It's Batman Earth One, Batman Hush, Batman
if you want source material or something, like if you a comic book nerd or something, you want to get more in details of what you should read to just brush you up with some things going on or something. It takes elements from Hush, from the Long Halloween.
Yeah.
It got a lot of those little elements, like even the cartoon of like the last Halloween or something that has like some similarities and just a bunch of different stories.
Even the animated series, it feels like it takes a little bit from Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, the Arkham series video game. Just certain things and aesthetics that they use in the movie and do in the movie. This Batman, for me, was one of the most accurate as far as comic book depictions. He's a little raw. He's not as refined because this is his second year.
Yeah, this is year two. Like
year two. Yeah.
It has like elements of like Batman year one, like him being early Batman, but this is his year two as being Batman. So like Commissioner Gordon be like, I've been knowing you 2 years and I still don't know who you are and stuff like that.
Yes.
But before we get more into it, like I just want to answer a question for people or put a question out there. What everybody want to know: would Robert Pattinson be a good Batman? He knocked it out the park.
Oh man,
he knocked it out the park, man. You're like, Twilight, this nigga.
Hey man, I honestly was hyped when they did cast him though. I was kind of like,
I wasn't hyped. I was like, just Twilight. And I've seen other movies where he was good, but
I actually kind of could see where he would be that type of Bruce Wayne. And his Bruce Wayne is a little different from every interpretation of Bruce Wayne.
And a good thing about this, like, yes, he is Bruce Wayne and stuff, but the thing about this is the Batman it's the Batman.
Yes.
Like, you want to watch a movie, like, it's cool. You want to see their secret identity, what they're going through in their normal life or something. I really don't give a shit about that.
Yeah.
But I want to see Batman coiled up with cape and everything like that. I want to see you fighting. I want to see you solving mysteries, doing what he is that.
Yes.
Batman is in the movie. It's about maybe 70% Batman, 30% Bruce.
Yeah.
Like the cast. Who would probably win an award for this? What's the homeboy name?
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. You will not know Colin Farrell is the Penguin. You think that's Robert De Niro.
I know they're definitely gonna win an award for makeup because
he does his thing. He doesn't have the big, and that's usually what wins awards.
Yeah.
It be somebody with the littlest part, like Moonlight. Mahershala Ali. He was in that movie 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And won an award.
Yeah.
Didn't Taraji P. Henson, I think she won an award for Benjamin Buttons.
Yeah.
Homegirl won an award. She was the Catwoman on the other one.
Oh,
she won on that movie. She was on there 15 seconds and won an Oscar.
And speaking of Catwoman, man, Zoe. Ooh, Lord, I ain't
Zoe did it.
Zoe.
That family is have their mark in the DC universe, man. They need something for her mama. Her mama need to be the cheater or something.
Yeah, bro.
Cause she Catwoman, he Aquaman. He up there humping the fishes and stuff. If you watch Peacemaker.
Yeah, and what's gonna be cool is, speaking of shows, this is gonna get a spinoff. It's gonna be called GCPD, and I'm guessing I can't think of his name now.
the one that played Gordon.
Gordon's gonna be in it and stuff like that. Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah, Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright, a phenomenal actor. You ain't even gotta say nothing about Jeffrey. If Jeffrey Wright plays in something, just know it's gonna be out of this world.
Yeah. This Batman though, one thing you will notice is and I mean I was telling that to my car, like, man, he goes through the front door a lot, but then you kind of see,
like he's bold in that way. But it's like the beginning of the movie, like he's year 2 and stuff. He's kind of young. Like he's like, I'm gonna go to these mob places. I'm gonna, like, he's not gonna front like doom doom. Like, who are you? I'm Batman. I want to talk to Penguin. Like, bitch, who you want to talk to Penguin? You gonna see blood. Mine and yours. Pow, pow. So he just walk right through the front door.
And you don't have to worry because it's a neo-noir thriller, very detective. He does do a lot of fighting. Like, there's a lot of action pieces. But
it's a lot of thinking as well. Like, it's not constant action and stuff, but the times whenever he's like getting the clues and trying to get to the next scene and the next progression in the movie, it is engaging. Yeah. It's something I like about this. Like, we talk about Bruce Wayne and stuff. He's barely Bruce Wayne in the movie. But the thing about it is, like, I noticed it. I don't know if you had that take on it. To me, he humanized himself more and more. Yeah. Like, cause he was pretty much like he was like enraptured in being the Batman and stuff. Like that was his only thing that he had in his life. Like, there was like Bruce, you got to come to these board meetings. You got to do this. I'm not worried about that. I want the Batman and this and that.
He didn't care as much as, like, Bruce Wayne, we know, is the playboy.
He's not the playboy.
Like, he's not a playboy or anything like. And I don't want to give too much of the movie away, because that's giving stuff.
Yeah, but just
he's a very different Bruce Wayne. He's more concerned with being Batman and getting vengeance.
But to me, it seems like the more he finds out about like who he truly is, like his family's like history and stuff, like it warms him up as far as like being a better Bruce. And I think Batman has that same take as well in the movie. I think he progresses as well as far as I noticed that, and that's something that kind of had a little heart-touching moment. Like, he leads by fear at the beginning of the movie. I think by the end of the movie, he's trying to inspire. He's trying to inspire his city instead of make his city afraid. Because you see parallels with the villains. Because the villains are like, I seen you invoking fear and I'm vengeance. And I think the villains took that as well. They like, you showed us the way. Yeah. We're gonna show fear and we're gonna bring Gotham to his knees. And they thought they were doing good as well in Gotham, but they had different takes on how they would police Gotham or whatever.
This movie here, we said when Spider-Man Homecoming came out, it was like a big Spider-Man suit. This was like a big Batman suit, but it all worked together well. Like, I was just telling them, I could actually see a Robin in this universe. Like, I really could, because people always say it would never work. Man, I could see that happening. I could see them expanding out to more Bat Family characters, other than just Batman.
Yeah, because he did use help in the movie. Like, he wasn't like a solo act, like, I'm going to do this all by myself. Like, him and Gordon was a good tandem. Him and Catwoman was a good tandem and stuff. Like, I'm not going to say, because I'm not going to get into too much. I don't want to spoil.
Like I said, this feels like Batman Earth 1, because I don't think this is the Batman where he goes overseas, because the way Alfred was talking,
like he taught him how to
fight.
But something else, like I think I'm a little bit more into that. I don't know if he was reading as much. it reminded me of like the New 52 as well.
Yeah, the New 52
with Greg Capula's run on Batman, like the motorcycle he's riding. The beginning of like the New 52 whenever it picked up, it's like Gotham was kind of at the end of the movie. Like it was kind of like apocalyptic. You can kind of see, but we don't want to give too much away. But it's like it has like the New 52 elements as well. So it was incredible takes in my eyes, man.
I got a question, man. What villain would you like to see next?
Not Joker. No. I would like to see Joker. This is like very real world. So I would think like a Killer Croc would be, or a Clayface would be too much in this universe. We already seen Penguin. Like, who would be? You know one character I didn't like in the movie?
Who's that?
Falcone.
Oh, yeah.
Because I seen him in so many Spike Lee movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking at it and I was just like, he looked like a made-for-TV Falcone or something. He didn't look like a movie. Like, he's a great actor and stuff, but I've just seen him in so many other things in that Italian type role. Yeah. Like, he's the dude at the pizza shop that's calling people niggas. That's who he is in my eyes. So.
But, I know it's based in realism, but I'm hoping that they don't take the same path like the Dark Knight trilogy did, which I did love that trilogy, but I would love to see Mr. Freeze.
Ooh, you know who I would love to see? Nah, cause Mr. Freeze, that's still like kind of far fetched and stuff. And the Arnold Schwarzenegger one's still in my mind. But you know who I would love to see?
Who's that?
The Court of Owls. Ooh, you know the court.
That would be cool. That would be
the Court of Owls, and they would have like more about like the underworld of Gotham and starting, and it would still go back in the past. And the Court of Owls would be.
That would. I don't know though, man. Something to me with Freeze, because when Freeze is done right, because his wife, he's a tragedy. I know.
It's just because it's more real world. Yeah. It's like him walking around and him freezing things or something. It's like, it's hard for it to come off like non-cheesy.
Or, I know. And this was like the Zodiac.
Like maybe in a Ben Affleck one. Cause like he got not the Avengers, he got the Justice League in his universe and stuff. Like.
But it looked like they did have, because they did have, if you paid attention for the Halloween, they did have a Wonder Woman costume. So. Maybe those heroes.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
So like in this universe, maybe the meta-humans does exist or something. Maybe there is that, but he's not gonna be intermingling with the Supermans and that that. I really doubt it because they've set this in another universe or whatever.
And I would say Scarecrow, but Scarecrow we saw not too long ago. Because the next one could be based in fear. This one was based more on what?
I think Scarecrow would be dope in this one, but we seen it in the other one, so that would kind of spoil it. But he would be. The thing about Scarecrow, because it would be kind of like similar in aspects with it, because he would the fear and stuff, and he probably be having bombs across the city, and he have to solve and try to find where the bomb is for the fear toxin and stuff. So
Two-Face with that, like
they kind of did. They didn't like. To me, they didn't do Two-Face the greatest. Whenever they did it in the Dark Knight stuff.
And it was supposed to be Jamie Foxx in that role. That would have been. So, I don't know, man. It's hard because we've seen almost all.
He got a nice rogue gallery.
He has one of the best rogues galleries, if not the best, because everybody says he has.
I think a Killer Croc could be. I don't think he's the main villain. But I think it could be dope because the way that the movie ends, like with the water elements and stuff.
So,
and like maybe like some chemicals or something, or maybe maybe he could say he been around, but this disturbed his place of living or something, and he comes out. But I wouldn't want him as the main villain. It'd be like how Penguin was in here, like a side kind of villain. But I think he could be dope. I would like to see somebody like a good fighting foe, somebody that Batman can't just take to the shed the way they was supposed. What you call
Ra's al Ghul?
Bane. Nah, cause Bane, like he was growing and shit. Homeboy, the one Ben Affleck was supposed to do.
Oh, Deathstroke.
Deathstroke would be.
It's hard though, cause
it would be jocking their stuff, but Deathstroke would be a good one.
But he's more of a Nightwing and Titans villain too, so it would be cool. I don't know, man.
I would like to see somebody like toe to toe with him in like give him all the.
What about Ezreal?
Yeah. If they would bring that out, and stuff. Ezreal. He's not as popular. He's like some of them, but like you don't necessarily need popularity or something. I think differentiality would be good over popularity because we done seen Joker so many times. Like there is like a Joker kind of like Q, and I'm kind of joking out. Yeah. And then you got to compare. Oh, did he do Heath Ledger? He did better than Jack Nicholson. Did he do better than
Jack Phoenix? And
it's and all of them did phenomenal jobs. Every Joker has been good, but it's like, damn, we done seen so many Jokers, but we done seen so many Batmans as well. So
but I think Spider-Man kind of, because we've seen so many Spider-Mans and we've seen different villains in each one. So I think they can maybe have 2 villains in the next one. And
but they had Penguin, they had
Catwoman,
Scarecrow. Catwoman, they kind of made her like a anti-hero at this point. Like she's not necessarily villain roles and stuff.
Yeah.
But hey, in my expectations for this, I don't think it's gonna do like big Spider-Man numbers and stuff, man. Because like we watched Shang-Chi, like whenever it first dropped, and they were still spacing out the theater, but it was pretty packed. Spider-Man was packed. This they had like 2, 3 rows that was kind of filled. It was pretty empty in there.
I don't want to say that though because
it's Thursday, so it's early, but still
and it's a 3-hour movie, so a lot of people
maybe people was like
I sacrificed. I know
figured they're gonna had to go to work and stuff, but
I
think it's gonna do phenomenal numbers, but I don't think it's gonna touch close to Marvel numbers. I think it's gonna top off at 700 million.
7? Ooh, that was about a $200-something million movie. They probably wanted to do 8 or 9.
8 or 9. I don't think it's gonna hit the billion. I don't think it's gonna hit that billion.
Yeah, but Rob did his thing, man. Like I like his take. Like I like this. Like everybody always talk about the darkness. Yeah, Batman's dark, but he's so much more. He's a detective. That's
the elements I like the most was the detective, like seeing him get into his mental bag and figuring something out and stuff. Like that was the dopest part to me.
And he does a little Batman voice, kind of, but it's not like
he got like a normal type voice. He reminds me of Michael Keaton's voice, like back in the days.
A little bit, like he'll get low on it like this when he's talking.
Yeah,
but that's about it. It's nothing crazy. Like where the trigger? But
man, we going like we 18 minutes and stuff right now. I don't want to go 20 minutes and stuff like that, but. I think the numbers will get better for word of mouth and stuff. Because I think some people is kind of skeptical with Robert Pattinson and stuff. But I think whenever people start hearing about it, like, man, this shit is dope. I think the 3-hour runtime might run some people away a little bit. Yeah. But it can be done because Endgame was one of the highest movies of all time. It was 3 hours.
But that was worked up too, though. You got that was 22 movies in the movie.
I think the word of mouth is gonna improve the numbers and stuff, man. Yeah. They got out of their money. But anyways, don't want to go too long, man, and stuff like that. So you got any last thoughts?
Definitely gonna try to watch it again, but like I said, that 3-hour run time is gonna make it hard. But I will try to watch it again, probably this weekend.
Maybe if it dropped online. Well, I did promise Butch I was gonna go with him. So,
Yeah.
so if he does say he still want to go, I guess I gotta go with Butch. But
Yeah.
anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Go be the greatest of the most hated man. Highly boy. That's my cousin Kevin.
Peace out.
If he don't want his secret identity known, don't ski. Peace.